Good morning, and happy Tuesday. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? Let's get this party started, is what I say. So come on in. Let me get some music going for us. See if I can close out some stuff that's going on my computer. And here we go. Good morning. Hello, whoever's out there. Thank you for being here. If you're listening in, I so appreciate you. Let's see if I can find where we're live. Here we are. Hello. Okay. Did it go back off? Nope, we're still on. Okay, so let's get this started. Pat Moss, hello to you. Good afternoon in your world. And it's Tuesday, so let's get moving and shaking and get that morning song playing. If Alexa will wake up, it's a tough day to wake up for some reason. But it's a beautiful day.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't it all? So come on, let's play.
Here.
Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
Send this to some of our peeps that don't normally get the message.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you.
Let's go ahead and get going this morning because I'm just excited. I'm excited about every day, but there just is an excitement. Tammy Fisk, good morning. And yeah, that was it. I got off. No, you're not whining. You're just telling us what's needed. We need to lift you up in prayer, and we're certainly going to do that. Our dear Blue and Jean and I both will send some healing energy to you for that. So let's go into our hearts and do the heart brain. The heart mind to the divine. And that's courtesy of our blue Jean. She came out with that, and I said, can I adopt that? Can I use that instead of saying heart brain coherence is now heart mind to the divine. So let's do that. Let's stand in our heart space, placing your hand there to bring your focus to your heart, and just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in love. Pull that love right from the divine. See a white channel of light that opened up, and see that love flowing to you right into your heart. And when you breathe it out, see that light going all over the world to everything that has energy. Now take another breath in and remember something magical in your life. Remember maybe a hug. Maybe it was an announcement. Maybe it was something that was so great in your life that you don't want to ever forget that moment, that feeling. And then release that breath out. Release excitement into the world. Let's get the world ready for good things to come. And then breathe in peace. And breathe out peace. How's everybody doing? Oh, thank you, Puchetta. Oh my gosh, Kathy Han, we walked and we walked and we walked some more. Thought my legs were going to fall off. I was trying to keep up with Auntie Jean. But yeah, it was really good. Jean got to go to the World War II memorial. She has relatives that were in World War II. I think I did too, but I don't know a whole lot about some of my ancestors. So I didn't choose to walk up that hill. I was like, all right, Jean, I know you're determined. I know you're on a mission. So I'm just going to sit here and wait for you. And that's what I did. I just sat and took care of some business while I was there, made some phone calls and chatted with some people that I needed to talk to. But Jean was very happy that she got to make it up to that memorial. And so was her husband. I'm really glad that she had the chance to do that and that she was feeling well enough yesterday to make that trek up the hill. And then we went into the African American Museum and the cultural center there. And I learned some things just when I was in there. It's just so funny because we read the sign that said the last entry that you could go in was 4:00. And we were standing there looking at the sign and it was 3:55. So I said, well, I guess we're not going to get to see it this time. We'll have to, one day in the future, maybe come back and see it. And Jean has this look on her face. And I said, do you want to just try? And I said, maybe they'll just let us in for free. Maybe we'll get through those doors if we're supposed to be in there. So we walked up to the door and it was probably like 3:58 by then. And the lady was just getting ready to close up the post where people could walk through. And she asked if we had a pass. And I said, no, we were just hoping to be able to come in. And she almost laughed. And then she looked at us and she goes, you know what, ladies, you're going to be my guest today. And she led us into the building. It was just like this miracle where I said it. And then, like, not even 2 minutes later, there it was. We were walking into that building. And I just looked at Jean and laughed. And I said, didn't I just say maybe they just let us in? So those are the kind of things that happen when it's in the divine plan. when you're supposed to be somewhere, when you have a divine appointment to do something or to be somewhere. And isn't that awesome, Kathy? I couldn't help but just laugh. And I'm just looking up and I'm going, thank you, God, for just showing us possibility, showing us what can be. And the other part of that is asking. You know, if we just turned away and said, oh, well, we can't do it. It's not possible for us to get in there today. If we had chosen that road instead of saying, hey, maybe they'll let us in, you never know until you try. I've always heard if you don't ask, it's already a no, right? If you don't ask, it's already a no. So ask, and just see what happens. So yeah, we had some good experiences. Yeah, Kathy, and security. Holy cow, security is incredible there. So we did get through the door, but then we had to walk through, just like you do at an airport, walk through this, the posts that are scanning to see, I guess, if you have anything on you. And it's so funny because I carry a multi-tool in my backpack because I've had to use it several times. And I had just thought as we left the hotel that I needed to take it out of my backpack because, first of all, it's a little heavy and I knew we were going to be walking a lot and, had a long day ahead of us. So I took it out of my backpack and left it in the hotel room. And I was telling Jean after we made it through security, I said, I'm so glad I took the multi-tool out. And she goes, how did you know to do that? I don't know. I was just told to do that. But yeah, the security is really heavy there. And I even said something to one of the ladies, to how are you or something like that. And keep walking until we tell you to stop, keep walking. It's like, okay. So yeah. Thank you, Christina. Yes, we both are enjoying our time together. It's an amazing experience to have Auntie Jean with me and to just share things. It's like what I always said, if you're standing watching a sunrise, the sunset, if you have an experience that's a once in a lifetime experience, you really want somebody else to see it, to understand it. And that's one of the reasons I always share with you all. I want you to see what I'm seeing as I go along on this journey, whether it's a beautiful mountain or something like the Washington Monument. I want to share that with you. And I did a short live yesterday showing you the monument and the Capitol building. So yeah, it's been interesting to share. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. Christina, I'm so glad that you're here. And right, Kathy, you always tell your kids the worst that can happen is they say no. So, Kirk Crazy, I think that you are in the wrong place today. And I'm going to say goodbye to you. Let's all say goodbye to Kirk Crazy because you're not here for the purpose that this is for, which is spiritual and loving and uplifting. So you have a great day. Okay, so Christina says security has risen with the violence, especially targeted against certain groups of people, unfortunately. You're so right, Christina. There's, we didn't see a whole lot more of DC because, wow, time goes so fast. And we had taken the metro, which was another whole experience in itself. But we had taken the metro to get there, and we knew we had to get back home. And We were both starving at that point because I told Gina, I said, I've already walked off all my calories for the day that I've taken in. So we were both kind of hungry and ready to get on with our day. But it was a great experience. And thank you all for being there with us, because you were, you were right there with us, right alongside of us. But the metro was quite an experience too. Either Jean or I are experienced metro riders, or subway or train or any of that stuff. So we had gotten instructions from the hotel of how to get there. It was within walking distance. So I was relieved because I've driven in Washington, D.C., and it's no fun. I was not looking forward to that part, but I had decided that I wanted to be here for Auntie Jean because I knew that was something she was interested in. It was special to her. So we took the metro, and it was so funny. I know people were laughing at us. These two ladies trying to find their way. Jean has her map, her metro map, and I'm just looking like that lost kid that's like, where am I? How do I get to where I need to be? How do I get home? And finally, we ended up asking people. I said, let's just look for friendly face. Is there somebody that we can ask? So, yeah, it was an experience going there and coming back on the metro. But we made it. We got here. We got there and back. I'm sure, Kathy, it's not as crazy as New York, but yeah, it was still pretty crazy. And I have a friend that lives in Maryland, right here where we're at. And she said, be careful on the metro. I was like, okay, well, I think I'll be okay. I think the angels are on that metro big time. And we had this cool experience that happened when we were going on our way to Washington. This guy all of a sudden stood up and made an announcement that we were in for a treat. And there were three of them, three young Black men that got up and danced. They played music and danced for us. And that was so much fun. We had entertainment, and they weren't supposed to do it because I saw the sign that said that they weren't supposed to play music or anything like that. But I was enjoying it. And I even put it live on TikTok so that people could see it, because it was fun, wasn't it?
They were good.
They were really good dancers. Yeah.
They were sweet guys.
Yeah.
Just trying to earn a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was fun. Oh, look, we have Deirdre that came in. Good morning. And our heart lady, Marietta. Marietta, we're working our way back to you, babe. We're going to be there. Oh my gosh, we'll be in Florida in like 2 days. That's exciting to me. Yeah, Florida has a piece of my heart. I've lived there most of my life, and I miss my beach. I really do miss the ocean. And I'm so glad that Auntie Jean gets to see it and put her feet in it if she chooses.
You did it. That's about it.
That's all I do too.
There's sharks in them waters.
There's lots of stuff in those waters. And one of the things you have to look for, especially in Florida, are the jellyfish. And the jellyfish sting, and it's not a fun thing to have happen. So yeah, we're careful down there on our beaches, right, Jennifer Langren? And Jen, I know we get to see you. I know we do. So I'm going to bring Auntie Jean to meet you. Maybe we can have lunch one day. I'm going to be staying at Fort Lauderdale Beach, but definitely we'll meet you somewhere. I don't want to go deep into Miami, but we will definitely meet up. So what else? I froze.
You froze. It's me. I froze you.
Okay. I still frozen.
Now.
Jean, you're so funny. So Kathy says jellyfish are the worst. Yeah. And Jennifer's been stung by one. I've always been very careful, but I have been with people that have been stung by them. And there's people that come to the beach and they don't know what the jellyfish are. And so I know there's been people that have tried to pick them up or that have stepped on them unintentionally. You can see me. Thank you, Prachetta. Yeah, I don't know who was froze. Catherine, maybe go out and come back in.
Just get out.
I'm not sure I was frozen. Oh, Kathy Hand. Oh, Kathy, if you have a minute, let's pull the Kuan Yin card so you can have the message going into work. Let's see what that Kuan Yin has to say to us today. It looks like it might be that one. Okay. Uniquely you. The more we are willing to become authentic rather than conventional, the more we will need to eschew conditioning in favor of aliveness. Be willing to run the risk of being authentic so that you can live from your heart and experience real joy. I don't think we've had this one before.
Beautiful.
Uniquely you. And Kathy, you are unique. And thank you so much for being here this morning. I hope you have a beautiful day at work. There's Catherine. She must have gone out and come back in.
We lit a candle for you, Kathy, and your family at Red Hills.
We certainly did. I lit one for all of us and wrote on it, the Peas for Peace. So I hope you all saw that picture. And yes, Kathy, you are uniquely you. Have a beautiful day at work, honey. And Kathy said, it's only 42 degrees. It's 41 here. It was a nice day yesterday.
A little windy when we got to Washington.
Yeah, when we were sitting at the monument, all of a sudden the wind kicked up and there was a big black cloud above us. We thought it was going to rain on us, but I think there might have been a moment when we got a sprinkle, but we really didn't get rained on. The angels took care of that. And Kathy says, thank you. I love you. I saw the candle. Awesome.
Washington is for young people. Yeah. You have to walk all over the place. It really is. I'm hurting like crazy this morning.
We walked over 8,000 steps yesterday. It's like, I'm not used to walking 8,000 steps a day. But, I do feel pretty good this morning. I was feeling it in my lower back. But, I'm glad we did it, Jean. I'm so glad we had it.
I sure appreciate you doing it with me. So it was wonderful.
It was. I have been there several times to Washington. You see something different every time. And I did a lot of people watching yesterday. So I really enjoyed that. But when I was a teenager, I climbed up that monument on the stairs, not the elevator. I climbed up all of those stairs. I used to know how many there were. I know that's you can Google it and find out. But I think I was either 16 or 17 when I climbed all the way up that Washington Monument. So
For young people.
yeah. Yeah, I was young. So it wasn't anything. It wasn't a thing. And there were so many people running and jogging and lots of walkers. I think Washington, if you live in Washington or near Washington, that's the place where you're going to stay young because you're out walking everywhere. And there was some traffic, but there were more people traffic than there was car traffic. Well, Blue, she sprained her wrist, and now she's being stubborn, and she's going to go see Dolly.
Oh.
Well, maybe Dolly will heal that wrist. I actually think Chance is the healer. I really feel healing energy coming from that horse. So maybe you can see both of them, Blue, while you're there, and just ask Chance, to give you healing energy, because that's what I felt from him. The minute I laid eyes on him, I just knew there was something special about that horse. And give us an update, if you would, on how he's doing. Because I was standing there talking to Chance, and all of a sudden this tear rolled down his face, and I'm going, why are you crying? What's going on? And then Blue reminded me that he was the one that got sprayed by the skunk in the eyes. And they're still babying that and trying to help him recover from that. Yeah. So Blue, just take it easy while you're out there with Dolly, and be careful of that wrist. Get some of the healing energy. I know it's healing for you to go see Dolly and be around the horses. So we're going to send some love with you. Oh, thank you, Tammy. It's 898 steps to get up the monument. And I walked that and then came back down. I didn't stay up there. I came back down. But I was also with a group of friends when we did it. And that makes a difference, doesn't it? When we're doing something.
Always does.
Yeah. Yeah, just like walking with Jean yesterday. You know,
898 steps.
well, we walked 8,000 steps.
No.
But just like walking with her, I knew I could do it because I knew she was pulling for me. And she's like, you can do this. I knew I was feeling that energy from her. You've got this. And yeah, we stopped a couple of times along the way, and that's okay. You know, we're not young chickens anymore. We're the experienced hens.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, wow, Kathy. Colin was in a talkative mood and fixed a huge breakfast. He really is trying. Well, good.
Kathy.
Good. Let's just keep setting the intention that things are turning around with him, and that prayer does work, because it really does, you guys. It really does. And I was sharing about the experience of manifesting, like immediately getting that manifestation come through, because it was like, well, we got to lose, you know. It's like, we can try. Let's just go see it. Maybe they'll let us in if they let us in. So lose any expectation that it's going to be anything else other than good, for your best and highest good. So see that for Colin as well, and anybody that's in your life, any of us that have something going on that maybe we want to manifest or want to see a change. Just lose the expectation and just go into it with, oh, well, maybe they'll let us in. Maybe it will happen, you know, and we're just going to try. We're just going to try it and see what happens. And I love that we were shown that in a huge way, that, yeah, when you go to the door with that attitude, with the intention that that door is going to open for you, it's going to open for you. Oksana is here. Oksana, we're going to be in your state like really, really soon. And Catherine Kovacs, I believe the 20th is when we're going to be in St. Augustine, I think. Catherine, I'll send you a private message and let you know. But yeah, we're staying in St. Augustine, which is where you live. And it's a good stopping point for us along the way down to Fort Lauderdale. So get ready to meet Auntie Jean.
The kitty's ready. Tell them I'm coming.
Right. It'll be so good to see you again. It's been a few years since I've seen our Catherine Kovacs, so that'll be a great stop. And Oksana says, good morning. What wonderful things are we going to create today? I just take one step at a time and celebrate and cheer myself up on every little thing I do. I freed myself from expectations. Yeah.
It's so wise.
It is so wise. I love that.
Poetic.
Mhm.
I love what she says.
And Oksana says, please let me know your schedule. We're stopping in Charlotte tonight. We're going to, now we're on the push to get there because I've got some appointments and some things that are going to take place. I'm doing 2 angel circles in Florida, and I have a couple of doctor's appointments, and I have an appointment with someone that's one of the most exciting things in my life, but I don't have time to share that this morning. That's a discussion for another day. But Jean and I have the ability to have a once in a lifetime experience, and we're going to have that down in Florida. And I've been walking on cloud 9 ever since I found out yesterday morning, floating along through the day. And so when we have that experience, we'll definitely share that with you. I can't share on video, but we will talk about it for sure, about what happens. So it is time for our prayers. And I'm just asking for travel prayers for me and Jean. We have about a 5-hour drive, I think, today. So just prayers that goes smoothly and our bodies hold up in the car, that we're able to pack that car back up so we can go. That's been our challenge right now. It's like, will all of these things fit into the Angel Mobile? Sometimes they don't. But anyway, asking for travel prayers for good health as we continue along the journey. Because, it's not easy to go the distance that we're gone. Since we left El Paso, we've gone thousands of miles, you guys. And and yes, thank you, Blue. She says, ground big before and love you both. We'll definitely do that. I have some selenite here in the room with me, so we can clear anything that's not positive energy. And then I'll see what I've got as far as a grounding stone. Maybe we can have that out inside the car so we can stay grounded as we're traveling along. Thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and world peace, and attention to human trafficking, and travel prayers for you all. Thank you. And thank you, Jennifer. So anyone else that you would like us to pray for, let's pray for Blue, that what's happened there with her wrist, that it's going to heal quickly and get that to where it's a no thing anymore. My nose is itching. We're getting company. Somebody going to try accompany us? Rochelle, good morning, sweet one. Rochelle and Tammy, I don't think we're going to make it into Virginia Beach. We looked at the route, and it would put us behind about, I think, 2 hours if we did that. And it's going to be a long journey today. So next time for sure, or maybe you can come down to Florida and see us while we're there. We're going to be there for 2 weeks. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go into our prayer. Just hold in your heart anyone that you want to lift up today. And also, if there's something going on with you, if there's something physical, mental, spiritual, or emotional that needs to be lifted up, just hold that in your heart as we lift all of the prayers up to the divine. Oksana is praying for herself, for courage to move forward in manifesting her new career and leave behind that which no longer serves me. Thank you, Rochelle, and thank you, Tammy, for your understanding. Yeah, we'll wave as we are in the direction of Virginia Beach. We'll definitely acknowledge you when we drive through there. And Jean says, prayers for Sandy Malloy. Yeah, we certainly will. So I guess you found your Sandy that Spirit was sending your way for us to uplift. Thank you. All right, so breathing in the love, just hold it, just feel it. Let it go throughout your entire body. And then release that breath. Take another breath in of love, unconditional, divine love. Breathe it right into your heart center and let it anchor in there. And then breathe some of that love out into the world over every person, every animal, all the waterways, mountains and the valleys, every blade of grass, all of God's creation. Just breathe love and light into the world. And as you continue to breathe in deeply and slowly and release it the same way, slowing down your body, slowing down your mind, just focus now on a loved one that you want to lift up, or maybe it's yourself. Just lift up whatever is going on and ask for the divine to shine light on every part of you, every situation, every emotion that you have. And receive. When you ask, open to receive. And now release anything other than love. If it was a pain you are feeling, release that pain out of you. Just set your intention that it's gone. You don't need it. It served a purpose, whatever that might be. It was there for a reason. And now choose love and light and perfection. Just allow the divine to bring your body into perfection, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. Just get in alignment with the divine. And now let's lift up together all of those prayer requests, all that long list that we do every day. Let's just all get behind the energy as we send it into every person, every animal, every place that's on our list. Lifting it up together, just do that visualization. See us all around it in a circle, and we lift it up together, and we bring it higher and higher up to the universe, up to the divine, our creator. And we ask that each name on that list be seen, acknowledged, and that God answers those prayers for the best and highest good of all. Let's ask that each one be touched by the divine, by Divine Mother, by Christ, the Master Healer, and that angels surround each person on that list for guidance, for healing, for clarity. Thank you. Let's let it go now. Just release it. That's losing the attachment to the outcome. We did what we promised we would do. We lifted up your loved ones, we lifted up you, each person that's listening, and then just let it go. Release any expectations at all, just letting it flow forward to be answered in divine time and according to the divine plan for each person's life. And now let's give that love to each other and to Mama Gaia, this planet that we're standing on. Just ground into that earth energy. Give gratitude to our Mama Gaia. Give gratitude to each other and love to each other, because that's what we do every day. And we do it on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Annie 7. Hello, darling. Thank you for being here. You're at the doctor's right now. Well, we're going to pray just for you to have the perfection of whatever is going on. Just get your prayers answered, and it's all good. So, what time is it? Where's the girls? I always look around when I play Leo.
It's Leo
It
time.
is Leo time. Let's get him singing so we can have waggle butts going on.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go. Come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, play as well, be part of it. Thanks for peace, and I'm mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever we somewhere, we create a food where we can be together. Our telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa.
And it's a soft bed. Beds here are really nice. I slept well once I turned the light out.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the truth is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on the show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot, together they storm. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. Simply
accept,
accept,
align,
align,
allow. AAA, y'all.
Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy.
Oh, the fur baby. Good cat. And of course, Lulu Bell.
Give me Cuppa joy, give me Cuppa joy. Give me joy, give me Cuppa joy. Give me Cuppa joy, give me Cuppa joy. Give me joy, give me Cuppa joy.
Oh, love you too, Catherine. Can't wait to see you. Woo! Thank you all for being here. We love you so very much. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And namaste, y'all. We'll see you later. Bye, everybody.